I'll get it because Dawn's break.
Oh, it's Dawn.
I get it because she's Kristen Stewart.
So Bill Condon directed this one too.
Yeah.
Why?
They got both because they filmed back to back. I'm pretty sure.
But
Yeah, it was one production.
Yeah, but why did he do it at all?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. That is the more relevant point.
Rami Malek?
Malek?
Hold on. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's one of the vampires.
Right.
I mean, that's not saying much.
The fact that you can't like distinguish any traits about this character other than what
I don't remember which one he is.
Yeah. So it seems like there's barely any conflict.
Oh, just wait.
So far.
Don't you remember the post-credit scene, Jake?
The Volturi are coming.
Ah. Doesn't feel like it.
Oh, that looks awful.
yeah.
That looks bad.
Oh yeah, it looks bad.
This
So-
looks
My
bad.
name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive. Ooh, there's
What
the
is-
real meal.
Going on there.
She has the bloodlust.
Ah.
She can
Because-
smell his fear and his balls.
He's insane. He has no protection.
Yeah, it's called free climb.
It's called. What if a vampire is chasing after you, Mud? What are you gonna do then?
Yeah, that
Snap
is the
in.
exact reason why I will never
Protect
go
yourself
rock
while
climbing. You're right.
climbing.
What if there's a vampire?
What if there's a vampire in your ass? Oh, here he comes.
Oh, it's the scene, Ian.
You're still here.
Oh, the scene where her dad finds out? Yeah, I've been
No, it's the scene
before.
where she finds out.
I knew it. Now that I think about it, there isn't a scene where they turn from a werewolf into a dude.
No, well,
'Cause they're
because they'd be
nude. 'Cause
naked.
They're just naked.
They would
Falling
ab-
in meat.
they-
So
yeah.
that is what happens, but they do not show that for that reason.
Of course.
Strange. Okay. All right.
You need to watch the R-rated cut. to
I
watch.
never processed that until the last fucking movie that they shot around that on purpose.
I'm ready.
Not the baby. Let's
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it's the same effects from the last movie when she had it. It was horrifying.
I'd love to see the behind the scenes to see like.
No.
No, you gotta
No.
see the fucking
Oh, the
Pup-
lighting! Mismatch!
the puppet they made.
Holy shit.
They made a puppet that they didn't end up using
Why not just have a baby?
Why not make a good film?
because it's
Yeah, you know what, Jokeman?
Why not just make good films?
What am I talking about? Oh my god, the contact shadows.
Look at the stretch on that.
What, can Bella detect the imprint?
Yeah, Renesmee's power is she's a telepath.
That's Renesmee. That's the baby's power.
That is the
Yeah.
baby's power.
Okay.
The baby was just born,
Isn't
and
that
first of all,
the same power as all the werewolves have with each other?
Yes.
Okay, is that a coincidence?
No.
okay,
Maybe.
maybe.
I don't
Who
care.
cares? My question is: this is a CGI baby. Why didn't they just put less hair on the baby that is a day old?
Wait a minute. Oh, no, wait. Edward Cullen can read minds.
Yes.
That's very similar to telepathy.
Yes, it is.
So,
Only been out for 2 days.
It's the opposite.
okay, so the powers aren't random.
No, it is.
They're random.
It's
So it has nothing to do with the fact that it's a werewolf and a vampire.
coincidence.
Oh, that's a triple fuck. If the baby had like laser vision,
You tell
that
her,
would
Jake.
Tell her. Tell her.
It
Tell
should
her,
be
buddy. It's
good.
so cute. Oh my god, you imprinted on a baby.
That is not cute.
in like 20 years, I'm gonna rail this fucking thing.
6.
6?
She grows up very fast.
Oh,
We'll be a legal adult,
okay.
and we'll have the body of adult in 6 years, and that's when
She's actually 1,000 years old.
and that's when she'll magically stop aging. This is the scene of all time. And now she's being convinced to let this man
groom her child.
Yeah. Stephanie Meyer tried to move mountains to make it okay. It's not okay.
It's not
It'll never
okay.
be okay.
The baby cannot consent. You can't just
Honestly, it just makes it worse. But,
Yes!
like, it's okay. She's going to be an adult in 6 years. That just makes it worse.
Mud. It's worse because the baby is going. I want this.
Yeah, we've already moved on, by the way. The Jacob thing, that's over. That plot's
Holy
finished.
pacing. This is like the best life ever. Who doesn't want to be a vampire? What are
Me.
the consequences?
In the Twilight world, absolutely
like,
nothing.
drink-
Sunlight doesn't kill you.
You gotta drink
You can
from
see in the
animals.
mirror.
That's kind of
But,
weird.
like, regular
Once a
vampires,
month? You gotta eat every day, dude.
regular vampires, I'll pass. But Twilight vampires, I'd be a Twilight
I
vampire.
eat 30 times less as often.
I'd be both.
So that sex scene was 30 seconds of close-up shots of both of their bodies touching.
Yeah, did you finish?
Yeah,
I did.
That shoulder with that forearm, man.
Bro, dude.
Wow.
Battinson? Oh,
What
dude.
about her left cheek with his right thigh? That was nuts.
It's like those sex dice hand mouth.
Yeah, whisper into ass.
I love whispering.
You guys say that, but when Pattinson's jerking off in the lighthouse, everyone's
That's peak cinema.
Cinema!
everyone's whipping their cocks out
You're
and joining
goddamn
them.
right.
I'm whipping my cock out now.
You see
Pattinson's
cock.
shirtless.
All right, that movie doesn't hold back.
I like the part in that scene where he goes.
That's also the sound I make when I come.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Hot child.
Got a protein up for all that sex I'm gonna have.
No, Jake, no!
In 6 years.
The baby's a vampire, right?
The baby's half vampire.
Half vampire. But it's destined with like the magic of the world to be with a werewolf.
Yes.
Has there ever been a hybrid?
No.
Why not?
Because they hate each other.
But they could.
But they haven't.
Do it tomorrow.
But Romeo and Juliet still happened.
At this point, there's no reason not to tell the dad. Because, like, what's the dad gonna do? Like, my daughter's already a vampire. That sucks. Oh, well. She's made this decision for herself. They don't have to just fucking pretend she's dead and then move away.
No, they have to move away because Bella's a vampire now, you see.
They really don't tell the dad until way after she's already turned with a baby. That's nuts. Hey, in like the only good thing my character's ever done, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth about your daughter.
Bella's
A vampire.
Yeah, how do you lead with that?
How do you
Okay.
explain?
Alright,
Walk
Dad,
me through.
Here goes
What the
nothing.
hell are you doing?
I'm undressing in front of you.
What?
Oh my god,
Jacob.
imagine this scene.
Strip, Jacob.
Jacob, put your clothes on.
Jacob, I promise I don't want to see this.
Now this may seem strange,
Yeah.
Duh.
strange, but
Jacob. Just transform now, bro. You're gonna rip the
Yeah,
pants
you're gonna-
anyways.
you-
No, he wants his pants like for later.
So you can transform back, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Alright, you didn't have to transform like that, though, to scare the shit out of him. Why are you growling?
Yeah, you,
You're a dick!
Why is she trying to hide her red eyes?
because they don't want him to know, because if he finds out, the Volturi will kill him.
But he saw a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, that's different. That's
That's
not vampire.
the same.
At this point, though, like, what is this gonna convince the dad of?
He's not a vampire.
But it's not, because why would Jacob lie and expose himself as a
He
werewolf?
did. But he did. He didn't tell them about. He just exposed himself and didn't tell them.
What?
But
That's
he,
what he
said
said.
out loud, in order for her to be fine, she had to change. Then he changed into a werewolf.
Yeah,
So, okay,
if
maybe
anything, he probably thinks Bella's a werewolf now.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So why would he not believe that Bella's a werewolf? Are they listening? Because they're in another country. They're doing
They
their
know.
thing.
They know things.
How do they know things?
I think Dakota Fanning's character.
Did she hear?
Yeah, she got big ears.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? How would the fuck? Oh my god. Every film adds more lore that makes no more sense than
It's
the
like
last
Transformers.
one. It's like Transformers.
an animal too.
Same fucking thing as Transformers.
Dad, you're just gonna have to trust that for whatever reason, I'm all right.
No, I don't trust
No,
that.
well, no,
you
no.
married at 18. I'm pretty sure this is a fucking cult.
We adopted her.
What the hell is
What
that?
the fuck is that?
That's worse than the werewolf!
Look at the head.
Why does
Oh my
it look
God,
like that?
what did you
Why
do
does
to
it look
this?
like animated Garfield?
Yeah,
Why does it
I
look
was
like
about to
that?
say, it looks worse than Garfield.
Well, I've done my court-designated 3 minutes of movie, so I'm out. Just like every other fucking character. There's my one line. There's my one line. I have news. Bella's dad, Charlie, thinks she's a werewolf. Does that mean we kill him? We don't know.
That is,
They changed the baby.
Yeah, I know that's the actual.
That's the news.
So,
Collins.
when a werewolf, let's say they mate with a human,
They've done
does
Yep.
that produce a werewolf?
Yep.
So they're an infectious species. Okay. Ian, do you not like this specific one? Not to get to the end talk now, but I'm curious.
It's just not good.
wow.
So rushed.
You're right.
Because it's the half of a book, and they omit like the travel, and Alice and Jasper leave like completely and abandon them, but it's just to go get more people. But they don't. In this, you don't understand why they just left, and then they come back really fast comparatively. It's like, bruh.
Are they assembling the Avengers of Vampires?
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't like me.
But Avengers have different powers. First,
Vampires have different powers.
different backstories and powers.
The
A,
vampires
They have
do.
backstories.
A, they all have mostly the same set of powers. B, there's no fucking backstories.
C, they're not gonna fight.
It is Christian.
They're not gonna fight? Does this series
I don't
not...
want to spoil it.
Where's
Oh, this
Rami
guy.
Malek?
Why is he...
Rami Malek! I found him!
Why did Rami Malek do a water wall?
Because he wants
That's
to
his
hear.
vampire power.
No, but why did he?
No, he wants because they were kicking out Carlisle and his wife, but this guy wants to hear.
Rami Malek
What
could
the,
just be like, hey, wait a minute. I would like to... Like, he doesn't have to fucking put a water wall up.
listen,
You
could
gotta
have
know
not
what his
done that.
you gotta know what his power is, bro.
yeah, of
But he
course,
could've- like, what?
for the oncoming fight. That isn't a fight.
Gotta fucking use a water power in the fight, alright? It better be a thing. If this end fight isn't, like, Captain America Civil War, right? Where they're all just shooting everything at the same time. It's fucking amazing. If this isn't what happens, why even do this series? Why even give them X-Men powers?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, don't worry.
What the fuck is
He's
this?
making cotton candy.
Benjamin can influence the elements.
That's what it is.
Here I get super self-control.
The elements?
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's
The
the Avatar.
elements!
He's the Avatar.
Yep.
All of the elements?
Yep. The big four.
That's goated.
Yeah.
That's everything ever made.
Can I,
Yeah.
Sick.
as a vampire, can you re-roll your vampire powers?
No, who needs to? You get all fucking elements. That's
No,
everything
I'm saying, like, if you get something stupid, like,
No, you can't. You're stuck with Scoop.
Benjamin, right?
Yeah.
Benjamin could just snap his fingers and all their necks snap in half.
Closer to home.
Imagine if, let me pitch this to you. This movie is basically Hawkeye, Black Widow,
A patriot
and
Carlisle first
Falcon
met on the battlefield
going
before
around
it
and
would
recruiting
become
all the
almost unlikely
cooler
to happen.
Avengers. Imagine if that's what Avengers is, okay? And then you just hear about, like, Tony Stark and Captain America's
Except
backstories.
that Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Falcon have spent 4.5 movies only being them.
Yes,
And
exactly.
then in halfway through the 5th movie, they're like, oh, by the way, Hulk's here. He's also
Yeah,
talking
and they're
to-
just like, this is Bruce Banner. He can
Oh.
turn into the Hulk.
Bruce Banner only turns into Hulk to make a point verbally.
Yeah. No, yeah.
We're not even doing
And then
it.
they were also just like, oh yeah, this is Wanda Maximoff. She can control all of magic. Show me Lee Pace one
Why
more
is there
time.
still over narration?
There's a lot of
we
over-
know who
Because
these
you gotta
people are.
explain who all these vampires are.
We're even more unpredictable.
But why not have a scene that does that
Especially Peter.
instead of narration?
This is
Brought
the scene.
alongside Jasper
The scene is just narration.
He's also a Confederate.
I'm sorry. Is the end fight a court case drama?
Dun, dun.
It's a
Way better!
about
Oh.
eyewitness testimony.
Monkeys! Yay!
Is there a trial coming up?
I want to watch the movie.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Do the characters intend to have a trial?
If you weren't holding my hand right now, I could swear.
Why do they think that's? Is there like a vampire law? Did they?
Yeah, no, they can, because the Volturi are coming to kill the Cullens because they think the Cullens made an immortal child.
So before that happens, they can be like, "Hey, I'm suing."
Yeah, basically. But if they can prove that Renesmee is not an immortal child, then the Volturi have no legal standing to attack. Because the Volturi can only hold power over the vampire world based on the pretext that they uphold laws.
What law?
One of the laws is you can't change child into a vampire, which is what an immortal child is.
So we, as the audience, are only acquainted with that specific law.
That's the only one that matters.
Okay.
And also, like, don't reveal that we're vampires. Don't show ourselves.
She's a taser.
Didn't they recreationally kill at least one person across the other movies? Like, what about that guy in the alley?
Shut up.
That was him. He killed that guy.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
That's breaking a law, no?
No,
you can
no,
kill
because
people,
they-
you just can't reveal to the world that
Murder's cool,
Murder is cool for vampires, yes.
That's how you feed, bro. The Volturi eat
but
people all
God
the time.
forbid there's a vampire baby. Why do they care about that but not like
Because,
murder?
Because
they explained
vampire-
earlier, vampire babies can't be taught to control their powers. They will just be kids with temper tantrums forever. They're also stronger than adult vampires because that's how conflict works.
They're stronger than vampires.
They're stronger than adult vampires. Yes, that way they're actually a threat.
I have a
But
question.
they're so much smaller and shittier than vampires.
Yes, but they're stronger.
Does the venom only work on humans, or like can they bite? Not necessarily like a werewolf, but could they bite like a deer and then have a deer vampire?
Inconclusive.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever.
Never
Well,
addressed.
There's literally never been a hybrid in the bajillion years of them both existing. So why would the books care about a deer pyre? So the Volturi, right? That's like 5 people, maybe.
They have their own people.
They're
They'll
the
bring their own people.
But like in that little courtroom of seats, there's like maybe 5.
Yeah, but that's the head Volturi.
Yeah, but they personally are coming all the way over here to solve this problem, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do they do that for every single problem ever in the world?
Yes.
Bro, how much time do they fucking have in their hands?
Oh,
They're immortal
they're
vampires that don't sleep. They have literally all the time.
Let's say that there's like, I don't know, 5 simultaneous problems and they're all in different parts of the world. What are they doing? Are they going one per?
No, where's the fucking girl that like ran into the water?
Victoria?
Ilba?
Irina, she's with the Volturi.
No, not Irina. That's the one that was
Oh,
in the.
Victoria? Yeah,
Maybe?
she's dead.
She died.
Yeah, the
Are you talking about the redhead from like 3
Howard?
movies ago?
Maybe I don't know.
Are you? You just said the girl who ran into the water.
Yeah, the girl that ran into the water
Was it
Belle.
this film?
No,
Was it 2 films ago?
maybe.
Was she redhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Victoria. She's dead.
She's dead. Dallas Howard
Died
is
at the
dead.
end of the 3rd film. That was the point of the movie. She's projecting her shield. This is
she's
her
a
power. She can negate other vampire powers by
Bro, that's-
putting out a mental shield.
That might be more broken than Benjamin.
This was okay. And
You crazy?
fun fact: she apparently had this power pre-vampire.
She did.
What the fuck?
Wait, she had this power pre-vampire?
Yeah,
That's why Edward.
This is why Edward couldn't read her mind.
it's been heightened now that she is a vampire.
Whoa, what the
So what?
fuck?
That's her power?
How does she have a power?
Because
What?
Do all humans have powers?
Not just this one. Just this one. That's fucking nuts.
But also, at the same time, other humans do not have power.
no human has power but
Just
Bella.
Bella. She's special.
she's
special.
super mega ultra the one.
Yeah, for no reason.
Dude, if they had one vampire in the U.S. military during World War II,
dude, fucking Normandy would have been mad different.
absolutely.
Doesn't
If Edward hadn't enlisted.
Doesn't even need the X-Men power.
No, it'd literally be that opening scene from Origins.
Is this a
Wolverine.
time to fuck?
Yes.
It's always time to fuck.
So, she's a mutant, right? Because she had a power prior to vampire.
Yes.
Professor
Sure.
X rolls in at the end of this.
X-Men is so similar to Twilight.
Don't tell Blade.
What?
No, let me rephrase
Elaborate,
that.
elaborate,
I'll
please.
reverse it and it'll make more sense. Twilight is so similar to X-Men.
Oh yeah, those X-Men comics and films and books and whatever.
Mostly the trilogy is like this is so close to, especially now that there is just naturally a superpower in her. I feel like they're not even like this is just what that is.
I'll give you that they have powers. I think that's where the similarities end.
No, but they're random grab bags of powers, and they all need to learn how to control their emotions because the bad guys who have the same exact, we have our own grab bag of powers coming to get them, so therefore we got to band together with all the guys that have random grab bags of fucking powers. Also, I had a power already. It was
Which
just
one
dormant.
of these is Charles Xavier?
Like that's
Charlie.
this is the trilogy. It seems like being a vampire just has like literally no consequences in this.
in
world.
this world, absolutely.
I feel like it's the most.
The
chill
only
thing.
consequence is doing something bad and the Volturi come after you.
Not even.
Well,
Talk to 3 people and then be like, "Hey guys, just wipe the floor with the Voltari."
I'll give the movie this. It is chugging along.
It is. We're over an
Zoom
hour in, I think.
Zoom in. It knows how bad it is. It wants us to get to the end too. But now that I've seen that child's face in CGI form, now it is striking. It's like Pavlov.
Yeah,
conditioned
now
me.
it's like, I'm pretty sure that's still a fake face.
I see that face. I'm like, oh. Are they having I fought a war off?
Yeah, they're talking about all the battles they've been in because they've been alive for forever.
Wow, that's adorable. It's like a one-off joke, and I'm sure it's going to be.
Hey Jasper, what fights were you in? I don't want.
I fought with Stonewall Jackson.
Maybe it's a very satisfying half hour. You
Lee
laughed
Pace
and you
sipping.
like the movies, and you laughed when I said that.
Ian and I know what's coming.
You guys
I know what's
like
coming.
this series, and when I said that, you guys laughed.
Yeah.
So that means even you fucking guys don't even like this shit. Fuck you.
Avengers. Simple.
Okay, the Avengers are assembling. This better be any good at all.
Yeah, bro. I hate
You
this.
motherfuckers.
This is gonna be the greatest 30 minutes of commentary
I
we
hate
ever do.
Okay, so there's not gonna be a fight, is what I'm gauging from you two.
We haven't
Oh my
said
God.
that.
I hated this.
There's a lot of Voltari. Okay, wait, where are the 18 guys on there?
They're right there.
Okay,
That's all 18, including the wolves.
and the one pack. Is he shielded still? Is that what's happening?
No.
No.
He's seeing the sex.
Okay.
Wow, you broke the bet. Holy shit. Oh
Hot stuff.
my god.
Can I watch that
How
again?
can she walk?
Wait,
No
did-
way.
I'm bricked up.
Jacob's friend really performed the line like that? Dude, play that again. Give me your hand. That's hilarious.
Wow,
Wait.
the CGI on emaciated Kristen Stewart's great.
Wow, she really tackled that random cat in the woods? Hold on, give me your hand back. I want to watch that shit again. Replay.
Bring the informer forward.
Elec boom boom down.
Funny, that song's by Snow.
I didn't even think of that.
Couldn't the main guy scan her brain too
Yeah.
and see what she saw?
Already
Yes, but
did.
you see, they want to have a fight with the Cullens because the Cullens are the only people who can challenge the Volturi right now.
Do not poison smoke them, my son. Put that shit
Retract.
back. Remy Malek could grab that at any point.
Just suck it back in.
Quick!
Apologize directly to Benjamin.
Child will become.
Actually, Alice here, I do. I have future sight. It's
She's
fine.
not here.
No.
She's not here.
Why?
She
She's
left.
just not.
Spare ourselves a fight.
Because she's not in the scene.
It's really funny that you brought up Alice Joplin.
Huh.
Because
Hey,
Good.
left
She's
for
back.
The whole film. We're back now.
What's up, guys? Miss anything? Oh,
It's so much
shit.
better in the book.
Actually, she didn't miss anything.
This is actually better in the book.
Ian, I'm not reading these fucking books.
I'm not telling you.
You need to convince me that they're better there.
I know how this scene plays out.
I believe you.
It is better.
Jake, you don't have to read the books, but with today's sponsor,
This is the scene.
What the f-
I know we say that a lot, but this is the scene.
Okay, so they're using normal powers that everybody has.
okay, this is absolutely an Avengers level threat. All these vampires.
Threat? Sure. Let's see if it executes that way.
Carlisle's.
My God. You see, if that character had like personality or an arc,
He's the dad.
whatever, then maybe I'd care.
Oh my god.
What's Ryan Reynolds doing? Nothing.
He's fighting.
Where? Is he punching? Yeah. The motherfucker's punching?
Yeah,
there's so-
he has power fist.
What a fucking waste! He's punching?
None of them are using their cool powers.
That's what I'm saying! Like, this is supposed to be the interesting part of the whole show.
It is.
Series, whatever.
There's
Look-
Rami Malek.
Why are
See,
you punching?
It is a
he's
very.
not punching. He's watching.
He's watching. He's doing.
Where's the punching?
He's doing less.
Staring.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Something!
Satellite radio.
Y'all get hit with the.
Oh yeah, just alert everyone
but
that you're broken.
it is a-
right? And don't even stop fighting.
It is a very impressive power to look at someone and go pain. That being said, not interesting to look at in the slightest.
Also, where is it? It's not even happening right now. They're just punching. They're all just punching. Nobody's using fucking power.
Rami Malek is throwing them into the earth.
The Wilhelm scream. The Wilhelm.
Ian, it took
Yep.
7 minutes of normal ass fighting to get to the point where he makes.
He had to
one
build
crack.
it up, bro. You know, you got to
like,
build up his mana.
Rami Malek could behead them without thinking about it. He just has to look at them.
You can see the lava.
Bro, he can take the snow, turn it into an ice axe, and then just like swing the ice axe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do something cool.
Goodbye, Leia.
They can all do cool shit. You baked it into the story already.
When are they going after this guy? Because this guy's just been standing.
power
there.
sucks.
His
That's
power
why.
sucks. Ian's right. Where's Rami Malek? Did you just make that crack once and leave?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you just go home?
it takes a lot.
I'm
man.
done, guys.
He's spent. He's spent. Also,
back
please,
to-
please appreciate that it's just not on.
Got to do some water walls now. See ya. This is also like in an open field. Like,
Yep.
What if there's like a hunter
They eat him.
recreationally chasing? a
They
deer?
would
watching.
absolutely kill him.
Well, they wouldn't know about him. They're fighting each other. You'd be like, holy shit.
It
they're
is
real.
the most bland battlefield ever. It's just snow.
Oh,
I
you
thought
gotta.
She was stronger than Edward. He said that.
That was earlier.
Oh my god.
So hypothetically, if Carlisle didn't get burned, could they have reattached his head? Oh, fuck you!
Oh, been waiting for that.
You know what sucks is I'm not even disappointed because that wasn't a good fight anyway. If it was an awesome fight and they rescinded it, I'd be pissed. But it's exactly
That
what
fight
I
is not in the
expected.
books.
Oh wow.
It is not.
It is not.
Wow.
It is not.
How do you write a fight like that in a book?
Yeah.
Describe the action.
What happens in the book is Alice shows up with another half-immortal vampire kid.
What?
Yep.
Just to show that, like, yeah, they actually grow up and are normal.
So the Voltari
Leave.
but they respect their own law and don't look for an excuse in the book.
Yes, they
Okay.
have their out of options. They can't excuse the fight. They have to leave.
So it was a pointless attempt at tension in the film. Is what I'm.
It was a pointless attempt to, like,
Nice action scene.
to get an
Create-
action scene
yeah.
to give it any real climax. Yeah, here he is.
It
This is the
didn't
kid.
though. It didn't climax. There isn't a climax.
Yeah, this is the climax. This kid right here. So he's like a half vampire.
The
like-
best part-
like how Renesmee is.
Is that the fight was just punching, and no one used their powers.
Yep.
Even the ones that did, like Rami Malek, one time created a crack in the earth that barely anybody fell into, and nobody fought him for it, and he stopped using his powers after that point. And the Pain Girl had 20 seconds prior to getting eaten by the wolf to use pain on anybody around her, and she chose not to, and then got eaten by the wolf.
I am half human. Half
And
vampire.
fucking Bella, like,
Like the
there's
child.
just so much here. Bella could have just been like, okay,
Vampires use
anti-power
one.
fields around all the good guys. Now the vampires can only, like, try and punch them, which is what they did anyway. Maybe she was doing that, I couldn't fucking tell. And then the zappy girl, Black Widow from the movies of Black Widow, could just zap with her hands, but only when she walks directly up to a person, which at that point, she's a vampire, she can take their head off anyway, that's canon. So there's no point to the zappy powers. The wolves are... There's like one character we know the name of, it's Jacob, so when the one dies, we don't know what the fuck it is. It's not Jacob with the girl. So, doesn't matter. Why even give them X-Men powers if none of them matter?
Human food.
Like, none of them are useful, none of them are used for any purpose. They choose to ignore them. They choose not to use them. Both sides, Voltaire's side also choose not to use any of them. They used pain once, and it didn't even work, so she stopped using pain. They chose not to anymore, and then she got eaten, despite the many opportunities not to. Gas Guy? Where the fuck was Gas Guy? Was he punching?
Remember Arrow was like, don't.
Yeah, so during the big fight, he also didn't?
Yeah.
He's like, I better follow
Yeah,
Voltaire's
that
word
was his
here.
last order.
Yeah, I better fucking shut up now. It's fucking no gas. I'll punch, though. Or I'll watch people punch, maybe. I don't know. The movie didn't make it clear.
This guy sucks.
Is
He's
there
not
a
disgusting.
worse
He's a great
final
actor.
fight?
I will beat him up.
The Divergent.
What is
The
it?
one that doesn't exist.
Oh, the one that didn't get filmed.
Yeah.
Well, at least I don't have to watch that.
All right, we're gone. Bye.
Can I get a time check?
It's almost over.
I understand that. Can I get a time check?
Die-hard fans of Twilight don't like this ending.
Yeah.
It's a very controversial ending amongst the fan base.
I don't
the
understand how
the
diehard.
book.
I don't understand how diehard
For
fans
the
of
series.
Twilight can exist.
So everyone lives?
Everyone lives.
Every single
Except for that
person.
one girl that the Volturi killed.
And they all lived happily ever after.
We're already in the epilogue. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
See ya.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this?
It's the end.
Twilight
So
Breaking
do they?
Dawn Part 2.
Do the vampires run really fast across the world?
Yes. They just run back home.
Not the plane comes.
No, it's not this song.
It's just footage from the
It's-
past
This
5
is the
films.
song they played at the end of the last movie.
They had the rights to it.
that I was complaining.
They had the
The
rights.
song sucks because
song
this is the girl who made
sucks.
Jar of Hearts, and this
Christina
song
Perri.
is worse than Jar of Hearts.
Yep.
I'll go first.
Please.
It is half of a story.
Yep.
The other half was the other movie. I think they made a lot of missteps by cutting out some more interesting stuff and making up a fight instead of just making the end drama better. They just make a fight up that didn't need to happen. And you're right, Jake. That fight sucks. I get why fans of the Twilight books aren't super happy with how the book ends, especially when Harry Potter had the balls to have a final fight where she just fucking wholesale started slaughtering people.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm going to give this the exact same score I gave the last one, which is 5. This is my second least favorite one. New Moon will always be the worst.
Wow.
It's terrible.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Just awful.
Wow. Okay. 5.
I think it's an okay ending. They could have improved a lot of things, but they didn't. They played it too safe. They could have just made a couple changes here and there to really improve everything.
Couple changes here and there.
Yeah,
All right.
just a couple.
Yeah,
who's next?
just
Just
the
a
most
few.
minor, mild of changes.
This one is on par with 2, but like slightly better.
Yeah.
I'll say
Agreed.
4. Whoa. So my problem with this one is it's half of the movie and they cut out the parts that like are needed for the end to work.
Yeah.
They cut out a lot of things that need to be there for any of the drama to like
Land.
kind of land, and then they add a superficial fight that's just this big drawn out like fuck fest of nothing, because that's a lot of nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, this is what will happen, and then they do the end of the book anyway,
Yeah, they really try to have their cake and eat it too.
and it didn't work. And it's like, here's adding something superficial for like 20 minutes by taking out an
better-
actual bit of buildup. You could have had something good on a drama level instead of action, and I get that's not as cinematic, but like you can make a good drama that's not as big punch action that works. There are plenty of amazing dramas. I recognize these were not good films.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know, the enjoyment that I get out of these films is purely off of reading, which is tough. If you don't read them or you don't like it in general, you're not going to like it. And I fully understand all of the criticisms you have.
It's all valid, guys.
Yes, every single thing you guys say about nothing mattering is completely valid, because you don't have any of the prior like, I like this and this and this, and they tried. Like, I get it. Trust me. This is a train wreck that I have attachment to.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I got exposure therapy to Twilight because all of my friends in middle school and early high school were super into Twilight.
I just had nothing better to do than read, so I read
So
them.
I've been kind of conditioned to like this.
Cool. So, Joaquin, how do you feel about Breaking Dawn?
I think Joaquin's going to give it a 1.
1.
Oh! All right.
That's it.
That's it. All right. I don't blame him for not saying anything more than a number.
You know, after watching the film, does he have to?
No, not at all.
I think our commentary speaks for ourselves.
It does. It does. Here's the thing. I'm going to keep this short because I really went off during the
So,
third act.
Jake. Was I right? Are you giving it a 10? You know?
So I spoke mostly about how I feel about not just the movie itself, but the entire series, especially as a conclusion. Like, this is what the movies were building to by its own admission. So here we are. This is the climax. This is like, you know, their end game. This is their Cap picking up Mjolnir. It's just slap fighting. And I'll say this. You don't have to have a final fight. This is not an action series. It's like a romance tween drama as told by Hot Topic.
I completely agree.
Yep.
So
I think it was a mistake to add a fight.
I'm not saying... Okay, so you don't have to have a final fight. That being said, if you are going to have a final fight, why the fuck would you set up the fact that in this world, everyone has a power, aside from the fact that they all have this same grab bag of powers, where they all have speed, strength, only they can kill each other because they're the same kind of species. You have werewolves that can, you know, they're beasts of nature. They can tear fucking heads off and shit. You have all this potential. On top of that, they all have their own X-Men power. I understand that. I criticize that to Kingdom Come in parts 2 and 3, right? But, okay, here we are. I have to accept that fact because the movie says it's true. Okay. Why lay 5 movies worth of foundation of that, building to the point where you're going to have a final fight, if the final fight is the same action scene that we've been having for 5 movies where, oh, that vampire's looking smoldery and sultrily at that vampire. I don't like that. I'm going to punch him in the head. So it's just sped up frames, blur, smack. Someone goes into a tree and recovers because they're not injured at all. And then it's like, no, guys, break it up. It's like, I've seen the fucking every movie now. Every single movie has that shit. So they're going to do that here on a bigger scale. It's the same shit, but it's happening 100 times in the background with CGI doing what I described, while the main stuff is also what I'm describing between 2 notable actors on green screen. That is your whole 20 minutes. I'm not even talking about the fact that they Control-Z'd the fight. They're like, oh, actually, it's just a vision. Haha, Sugma. Like, I get that. Okay, sure, that's its own thing. I would be more mad about that if the fight was awesome. But they fucking squandered it. It was abysmal. This could have been the most interesting guilty pleasure ever if, like, fucking Rami Malek is, like, shooting fucking trees at people because he can, and then fucking the pain person gives him pain, so he drops him and the trees fall. Maybe fucking Jacob picks up a tree because he's got super strength, whacks fucking the Voltaire guy into the air, but fucking Sun saves him, he's got the gas, he comes... Like, you could have done so much cool fucking shit in this climactic fight of 5 movies saying that they all have these fucking powers. You could have done so much shit. If you're gonna do it, why the fuck did you pull back? Why the fuck didn't you do it?
Ian, I am
He's
so
not
glad
wrong.
that we railroaded this to happen.
He's not wrong.
No, you are absolutely right. Everything you have said is completely valid and correct.
Not only is this a 0, which makes it the first film series I've ever seen where it's all 0. Scorpion King was close. But this is one of the worst films I've ever seen. This is probably like top 10. Maybe not top 5, but top 10.
I can't wait to watch this again.
I see why this won. I was always curious because they're nominated every fucking year. Like, oh man, why is this one? Is it just because it's like honorary, like Return of the King? Like, oh, we may as well get the last one. No. It deserves Worst Picture. It deserves Worst of the Decade. It's awful.
I'm sorry. From 2010 to 2020?
Yes!
No shot.
This is the worst fucking hunk of shit ever. Nothing happens. And stuff that does happen is the same shit that's been bad about the whole series, but more. So what the fuck is different and better here? Nothing. It's horrible. Anyway, 0 out of 10, guys.
I'd probably, I get that it is not good. However, like, a lot of bad things came out between 2010 and 2020.
Sure.
Bro.
And this is among the worst of them.
I'm gonna just cut this off here because we could go for forever.
Yeah, sure.
About what was
I've
the
said
worst
my
film.
piece. I'm good.
Let's focus.
I got
Twilight, bad, but not really.
Twilight over.
Twilight over.
Thank
Thankfully.
Christ.